So don't windmill out of the argument. The
Okay,
argument
y'all.
is that America didn't
Where
help
do the Haitian
refugees.
refugees come from?
They came
Where do
from
they come
Haiti.
from?
They came from Haiti.
Okay,
And
thank
your
y'all.
point is
All
what?
right, let me go ahead and keep going to the intelligent people in the
Just
room.
don't lie.
So the Haitian people where the Haitian refugees seek asylum from because they're from Haiti, America has sent over $2.5 billion to that country. So to say that we have not helped those refugees would be an extreme overstatement, bro. And the in comparison that I had to the KKK was not in the terms of lynching or the extreme things that they have actually done because they were in the position to oppress. Your people have never been in a position to oppress. So I don't know what you would do if you had that type of power that they had at the time that they had it. I don't know what you would do because I do know that you made people kiss your fucking boots in the middle of the streets. Not you, but your people. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you would do if you actually had the means to actually oppress white people, but you never had those means. So you guys just spewed the ideology that's fucking mirroring the KKK. It's black supremacy versus white supremacy. I'm not on any of that shit. I don't fuck with
Are you
any of that
are
shit,
you under the
bro.
impression that the
I don't
American
fuck
policy?
with a supremacy mindset. I'm not,
You're in the matrix, bro.
I'm not a supremacist. Like, hold on, homie, because I'm talking. Get back.
No,
Am
you
I
good now. You good now. You good.
Yeah, like to me, bro, that's a supremacist mindset. You're a smart person, bro. It's not a personal attack on you or how smart you are, but at the end of the day, your ideology is divisive, bro, and it will never reach the mainstream, bro, because it can't. You literally can't because you're very divisive, and it's like the way you
You're in
say
the matrix
things
again.
is never gonna reach a mass. So it's like you're just you're basically just like because you're spewing some divisive ass ideology, bro. And I'm gonna
All I'm gonna say when y'all talk about the money that the Americans donated, and because the Afghanistans they went to war and all of that, the United States have donated nearly 2 billion in assistance to Afghans. What are we talking about? So y'all talk about the 2 million or whatever number y'all gave for the
Hey,
Haitians?
whoever keep modding people, shut that shit down, man.
If you talking about Larry, I modded him. Wax said keep him modded. So what's the issue?
Okay, right on, bro. But I mean, you know how we run this shit, so I mean, let me know, bro, because you know.
Hey,
the number
for
was
Brock, that
2.5 billion, Cap. That was the number.
no problem. But your argument was if they're sorry for going to war and doing all of this, I just wanted for the record that, and when I'm talking about this 2 billion, that's just since 2021, and an additional 1.4 billion. So the only argument I'm making is showing that if you're not mad at America for choosing to help one race of people and not help another race of people, you can't get mad at me for doing the same thing. I would respect it more if you said America was wrong for not helping them. And so, Cap, just like I'm saying you wrong, America is wrong. Now you make a little harder argument for me because I'm like, damn, he is checking America for not helping too. So maybe I got to bend and maybe get this little African half a sandwich or some shit. But you telling me America has a right not to help the Haitians. So if America has a right to be selective with who they help, then I have the same exact right to help who I want to help.
So I'll end with this, brother. America helped with the essential things with both. They actually helped both. That's my whole point to you. My whole point to you is America helped both. That's not like so where they chose to stop the help or how much they helped, that's up to you to debate, bro. That's up for you to debate and you to nitpick and say, hey, they sent 2.5 over here, but they sent 4 over here. Like, I mean, you can nitpick, bro. We can do that all day if that's what you want to look for to make a point. But the point that I'm making is they helped everybody. And I'm not saying they, I'm going to say we, because I'm a part of this fucking country. So we helped everybody. My tax dollars helped everybody. I pay taxes. They helped everybody. So in ideology that we're trying to tell you, if we had a fucking group of kids, they could be white, black, purple, pink, whatever, we gonna help everybody, and that's the American way, and that's what America has done. So you want me to condemn America? I could say this, maybe America could have let 20,000 Haitians in, or something like that to match it. But we didn't put their country through 20 years of war. We didn't do that. So we didn't really actually owe that to them, bro. Like we did that as an act of good faith. We didn't owe that to the Afghani people, but it was an act of good faith because we destroyed that shit. For you to not even acknowledge that, like it's just showing that you're just trying to prove one point, bro. You don't even want to acknowledge the true facts. We gave $2.5 billion to Haiti. Those people seek refuge from that country. We tried to help that country. We're still trying to help that country. We've actually opened up now that they can go bring immediate family members over here since 2020. We changed that legislation. Have you looked at that? During that same time that you're talking about, they did
That's
change
not how it
legislation.
works.
So,
There's
so,
That's
so,
not
I
how
don't
it
so,
works.
so,
care.
policies.
so,
Hold
so
on,
that's
dude.
You're
Hey,
that.
hey,
not
wait, one. Hey,
acknowledging
this
nothing.
Brock. Let Brock finish, man.
And that's it. I'll let the people talk. I mean, I'm done. I ain't got nothing else
Well,
to
I'm
All
done
say.
right,
as well.
my
My
bad, Brock.
only
My bad,
argument.
Brock. But I
Hey,
just want to
one sec.
rebuttal
Wait, let me
of
just.
what you
No, no.
said.
Wait, before you rebut him, I'm gonna
All
get
right.
done in about
Let Cap
15.
land. Let Cap land.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
go
you,
ahead, Cap.
2-4. My only argument is that I have the right to do what I want. If I see my people in despair and I see how they have been treated since we've been in America, and I choose to prioritize them over everybody else, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You can call me a separatist. I don't have a problem with it. You can call me a racist. One thing you ain't gonna call me is a failure for helping my people and putting them first, giving them the favoritism that every other race gives their people. Every race puts their people first. I don't have a problem with it. So when my people can get the same thing or get treated fairly, then maybe I could change. I just don't see it. So
But this is the thing with Haiti though. A lot of people perceive Haitians to be heavily African influenced,
all
by the
right, you know,
DNA,
you saying
right?
that, John. John,
So
one
I
sec.
said
I'm gonna give it up.
perceive.
I'm gonna give it up. No, no. You saying that just made me remember this other thing. The island, excuse me, Haiti as an island have been trying to get recognized as being a part of Africa for years. The African Union told the Haitians that they not African enough. But you know who the Africans did try to bring or make a part of their union? I believe it was Venezuela, or I might have the wrong South American country, but I believe it was Venezuela because Venezuela has oil, they have wealth. So they'll tell the Haitians that they not African enough. That's the African Union. Anybody can look that up. So y'all, I'm just using that as another example. So you're telling me I got to feed these Africans, but the
Another
Haitians,
example with no proof.
okay. Now you
You
know when
don't
y'all
even know
ask
the
me for the
country.
wait,
You
when
don't
y'all
even know the
ask me to
country.
prove,
You just
hold on,
said
hold on.
shit.
No, no. I do know that the Haitians told,
Bro, you
excuse me,
just a
the
good talker.
African Union told Haiti that they wasn't African enough. That's fact.
Okay.
Well, that's crazy. But again, I just don't see why you don't look at the fact that uh, a large portion of Haitians have African in them, so they wouldn't. How much different would they be, even though the African Union didn't accept them? Why are you so? Uh, I guess what's the word? What's the word? Why do you take Haitians 100% over Africans, which is like a general term? Like I guess you talking about the whole continent of Africa, but you'll take that island and say everybody on that island is okay. When I don't think all of them are descended from the people that you consider to be your brethren. We know it's a fact that it was a lot of African slaves that landed in Haiti. So you wouldn't deny that they had that lineage, right?
I didn't know I had, I don't know what's up with this app. I had got knocked out. I don't know what happened.
You didn't hear the question.
I have to ask him again, John.
No, I'm saying I think it's common knowledge that a large portion of the Haitians are African descendants, right? I'm not saying all of them. We understand it was native blood or whatever, whoever
The
you consider.
majority is straight from Africa. Yes.
Well, we don't. I don't know. But I'm not going to say majority because some of those people came
I'm
from.
saying I'm Haitian is a fact. The majority is straight from African descent.
Okay, all right. So that's your take. Majority of African descent, so called, right? Why is it that you accept that entire island with no? You don't say I'm not accepting only the people that's not of African descent, but you'll ban support for the whole continent of so-called Africans, but you don't make a difference between that population and Haiti. You take the whole island equally in support.
When we say so, y'all notice a lot of times I say Hamite. I'm pretty sure, just like y'all have heard the term Edomite, y'all have heard me use the term Hamite. Hamite is who we're primarily talking about when we talk about Africans and being separate. Because our people are in Africa or on the continent of Africa. So I'm not talking about those of like when I went to Israel and Egypt and shit like that. You know, I met my people over there. So I'm not talking about Israelites, so to speak. I'm talking about Hamites. African is just a common term to use. And if anybody check my PTR, that's from the Urban Intellectuals website where it says Haiti is not one of us. Excuse me, Haiti is one of us, is just not African enough, and the African Union denies Haiti membership. If they gave Haiti that membership, now Haiti gets access to resources. Maybe they don't need as much government assistance from America anymore. They get access to resources, access to food, being a part of that union. If I was to go even further, anybody can look up the New York Times article when Malcolm X went to the African Union and asked for help for black people in America, and the African Union said, that's y'all fight. That's not our fight. And Malcolm X in the letter says, how could y'all deny us? Y'all are our parents. We are your children. You're supposed to take care of us. That's in the New York Times article. If y'all go down this rabbit hole, I will show you why I only deal with my own people, because when you look up the
But you
research, man,
I don't
let me,
want to stop you, but look, brother,
no,
you
I
you
ain't saying
talk
that
as
from
if
stopping. I'm
all the
just,
powers that be in Africa are united under the same flag, or as if they have the same politics.
if they
They're not
have a
necessarily.
union, if
What
they have a
I get
union,
that, but they're not all in agreement on who they support. Some of
no
those
problem, John.
Frecos.
So let's say out of the 50 countries in Africa, out of the African Union, let's say 10 of them agree with Malcolm, the other 40 didn't. Or let's say 40 of them agree with Malcolm, the other 10 didn't. Why didn't they do something? Why didn't the ones that agreed with helping Malcolm do something when Malcolm pled with them to help him? Body bag.
You
I
said none of the
mean, for
countries
the
have offered any support.
Listen, I do this job, yo. I just want y'all to know I do this job. I don't, this ain't rhetoric. This is not no bullshit. This is what I do. This is my life. My life is my people and making sure the shit is right. And historically, we are the only people that do not get fucking help. Even when, if you go back when when the slaves got free and they tried to go to Africa, the blacks coming from America to Africa, they was rejected by the Africans of even coming back to what they say is they so-called fucking home. Don't tell me about feeding a country or nation that don't give a fuck about us.
yeah, I'm still feeding the kids, man. But I hear you. I mean, like at the end of the day, that shit was powerful
I
and
don't
cool.
know, like what. So do you have you heard of those Nigerians that say they from the tribe of Dan? I think a lot of those Igbos are saying that. You accept them as Israelites, brother?
I just got finished telling you that Israelites are in Africa. Sometimes, like when I went to Israel, as I just said a second ago, they know a little bit more about their history than us because, of course, they didn't get like wiped out as far as their identity and
That's
stuff
a
like
fact.
that. So I can commune with them and talk with them, and they'll break down what tribe they from, what cultures, and all of that. I believe talking to Jo, when I was talking to Jo Shapat was telling me that you went and talked to your pops. Am I correct about that?
Yes, sir.
And so in Jo talked to his pops, and his pops knew that history as well. So I don't discredit those my people over there. That's why I try to make it. I try to say Hamite, but African is more easier to say. I'm saying we're not Hamites, and I'm not feeding a Hamite child. Maybe that'll help y'all understand what I'm talking about. I only will take care of my people.
Who are
Oh,
your
so
people?
you shouldn't even probably use the word African then, because that's so general. Then I
That's
get
why.
it.
That's why I said I because it's so easy
Who
to just say African, African,
people
African, but people may not understand what I mean when I say it. So I'll try to use
who
Hamite so
are
people
your
can
people?
understand.
Who are your people?
For me, in North Central and South America, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are my people. As far as scattered in, like, 'cause we got a school in Europe, so we're in Europe, we're in Africa, we're in Australia, you know, all over the world.
I actually agree with
Hey,
both
Cat,
sides. I
real
think
quick. You don't deal with the Hamites, because he laughed at his father when he was naked.
Nah, we don't deal with the Hamites because they helped sell us into slavery. People believe that when we were sold into slavery, that it was just some wild shit. They were just catching random people and then selling them. That's not how slavery works. Slavery, like if you get that map in Africa, it'll tell you land of Judah. We was predominantly sold from the west coast of Africa, which was called Negro land or land of Judah. And so the Africans or the Hamites knew exactly who they were selling when they transitioned us over here in the slave trade.
Hey, Cat, question for you.
Who
What's
that,
going
Dell?
on? Salute to everybody. Yeah, what's
What's
good,
going on,
man?
brother?
Hey, no.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, is Hamite a regional term for people that don't know?
Yeah, regional in the sense that the continent of Africa is predominantly would be Hamites, but not all of them, of course. Would be like a region. No, okay,
You see what I'm
region.
saying? Because I think that
Yeah, yeah. Because I
distinction
was gonna
helps
say,
with what you're talking about. Because Africa is too general. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's why I'm gonna try to stop saying Africa in these type of arguments and say Ham, so people can know what people I'm talking about. But
Because it's
that's what I'm
specific.
referring to.
It's a lot of
Hmm.
people, but it is specific. It's not
Right.
all. You know,
I
so
agree
that
with
would
you.
help. Yeah, that's it
No,
though.
I agree
Go
with
ahead.
you.
You
No, I
got it.
agree with you. I appreciate
Hey,
that. I agree with you.
hey, Cat, but you do know what I was talking about? That reference what I was saying about Ham.
Yeah, Ham. Well, Ham didn't laugh. Ham didn't cover up his Noah when he
Right,
was
right. He laughed and
passed.
he
Right.
and he said,
He
"I'm a
ain't laugh.
curse.
No,
I'm a
he didn't
curse."
laugh. No, he didn't laugh. He just didn't cover it up. He just looked at him, whereas the other two sons gave the father a little bit more dignity, and
And
so
that's where the
because of that,
Hamites come from, correct?
yeah, that's where the Hamites come from.
Cool.
Yo, why is my-
Them type of conversations be needed though, even if y'all
Yeah,
don't
no,
agree.
no, they are needed.
Cap, what's a Hamite?
A Hamite is someone, biblically speaking. Noah had three sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. So Hamites would be what today are what they call like the so-called Africans predominantly. Shem is the tribe or the progenitor of us. That's Israelites come from Shem. Africans come from Ham. The Hawaiians, Eskimos, they come from Japhet. So when we say Ham from the Bible narrative, that's the father or progenitor of the African.
I appreciate it, Cap.
No sweat.
All right, man. We're gonna get into this content, man. Hey, that's a dope conversation though, all bullshit aside, man.
Long live Africa.
This nigga Dream crazy. Give me a couple seconds to get this shit up. Kevin, can we get a reset guy? Oh, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Another fucking victory for the boy Brock. Go ahead, Kevo. Do your thing.
Niggas be delusional. Them
Attaboy,
snaps
Brock.
fuck them up.
Attaboy.
I had that nigga say he got to change it from Africa to Hamites, nigga. Hey,
That's so y'all could understand.
yesterday I beat that nigga into advertisement, bro. This shit, I'm getting good at this shit. I might start doing my own corners and screaming at white people and shit. Hey, but go ahead and give it to Kevo. Let's get it.
I mean, I know young boys be delusional. I mean, I understand. I understand delusions are grander from young men.
Oops.
I get it all the time, man. It's
I
all
love that nigga Cap, bro. I love that nigga Cap. I
right.
fuck with you, Cap. You know I do.
Likewise, likewise, man. Likewise.
Hell yeah. All right, y'all. Well, welcome to 100 South, man, where we got topics about everything South. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Shout out to all the mods on stage. Shout out to the goo. Shout out to WACK100, the king. Shout out to Queen R&B. Shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Let's get to it, y'all.
I don't know if y'all ran this in the morning show at all, but look like the same car that got Yo Gotti's brother was also on camera at another shootout before that. So I'm gonna run the audio. We'll talk about it on the back end.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so we've been learning a lot more details about what took place in Memphis the day that famed rapper Yo Gotti's brother, Big Jook, who was also an executive at his company CMG, was gunned down after a repass following a funeral for somebody they were closely related to and affiliated with, right? There's been a lot of speculation out there about what actually went down and what brought on this shooting. But one thing is for certain that the law enforcement has been on top of this, and they've gone to the social media and to the news to profess that they're going to try their best to find out who shot and killed Big Jook. Now, a lot of people believe this is in retaliation for what happened to Young Dolph. And based on the things that have taken place since Young Dolph has been shot or was shot and killed, it seems like that might be accurate and it seems like that might be right. But a new detail has emerged in this situation that might throw a monkey wrench into the whole case. And it's involving a vehicle that was seen in a shooting previously, and now the same vehicle is being associated with the shooting of Big Jook. Now, let's actually look at a news clip of the local law enforcement talking about how they're going to be pursuing this case.
A repass, a meal shared by loved ones after.
Now, in that news clip, learned that the
Man, I ain't even got this account even on there.
pursue this case much like they did with the Young Dolph case. They're going to match everything and all the details out there. And it seems like the first that dropped was a
Can you
picture
hear
of
me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I seen number two. I thought I seen number two in here. Hold on.
No, I ain't even add this one. Yeah, I'm gonna add this one and take Guns Blazing out.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
another shooting that took place just a day or two prior to when
Yeah,
Big
bro, that
Chuck
shit
lost his
crazy
life.
as a
So
motherfucker.
these two cases
Yeah.
are
Why you understand everything we talking about?
so man, let's actually look at the news story about that shooting that looks like it's involving the same vehicle. All right, so
I
check
don't
this
think
out.
Tink been to work for about 2 months, bro.
And a lot of people
She
are
probably
starting to
lost her
speculate
job.
because of the vehicle involved
Mm.
and because
I
this is
hope she
all
didn't. I thought she went on leave for a minute.
it says new
I know her
details.
mama moved
Lyft
out of
driver,
town, so
I know.
passenger,
I
help
help her mom. I help her mama move.
somebody who was shot in a
oh
Tesla.
shit.
And there
We moved that stuff from her mama house to Tink house.
and some bystanders who happened to be a Lyft driver or
Damn.
whatnot ended up helping the person
I
out.
know. I'm concerned about Tink.
Cool. That was
She
caught
got a lot
on
going on. She
camera
hanging around the wrong
that
people.
they say was following the person in the Tesla who was
Yeah.
actually, if you look at that vehicle,
She
I
it's
think.
fairly
dog, she
similar
ain't
to the
stupid.
vehicle that's actually being placed in this whole situation. And it gets more
She
interesting
far from
when we
stupid.
go and read the story. So let's get to it, man. So let's check this out. So in Memphis,
Yeah.
Tennessee, driver and his passenger came to the aid of a man shot several times his Tesla in East Memphis. So this took place in East Memphis, and this person was
Hey,
driving
she
their
not in none
Tesla,
of our
and it
chats,
looked
are
like
she,
somebody
bro?
pulled up on him.
Uh,
And you know,
no, I don't think so.
people have all sorts of different
Let
type of
me check.
weapons
Cause
that
I ain't. If she is, I ain't at her.
amount of time, man, in these situations. Not
Let me check.
so
Say,
the
why
amount
you
of
drop me?
times
I'm be like, nigga,
that
cause y'all
it
ain't
said
never
that
add me
Big
to the
Jim
main
was
forum.
shot in that situation and how quick it
BSN
right
305.
similar to that situation
Double. No,
happened late Friday
she
night.
not in that one.
Now we've heard that name several times, but it goes on to say that man shot severely near Poplar Avenue.
I'll just tell her,
The
man.
female
Yeah, chat ended.
investigators
Private.
S2
like
Legion.
southbound on
Pipeline.
Parkway, approaching the Ridgeway Loop. When they pulled up next to the victim's Tesla, they noticed multiple bullet holes.
Eric. Tank.
So the driver's side window,
Beast.
somebody pulled up
Okay, no.
the driver's side and
I
started
need
to
to find
let
some
off shots.
content
You
for
know what
my
I mean?
damn self.
And they said they just were randomly
I mean, I know you don't like the battle. You don't be paying attention to battle rap stuff, but I mean,
And you're in your Uber.
there's some
Most people
stuff going
like,
on there.
but this person
Rick Ross girlfriend said that ain't there's no problem going being a pick me as long as it's for your man.
whoever had been
Yeah, I saw
shot
all that
was
shit,
in
all
the
that
car,
Rick Ross drama.
probably
Ain't nothing
screaming
I
out
want to
like,
talk
"Help!
about.
Yeah.
Somebody help!" You know what I'm saying?
What else they had going on?
Then she's
Mm.
helping him out of this for police arrive. So man, this person, she was really trying to
That Young Thug stuff and Birdman.
fight, wheezing in
I
pain,
know
hurt,
Wack had glossed over it over this morning
and then went to help,
in the
which is
morning show. So
people in the
if we
block of
got fuller audio for that on why they said Birdman name.
they let so many shots off that the person in the car was already dead, would
That
not
nigga named
survive, so
Dre is
they
an
sped
admin.
off, or they just didn't want to
Dreaz is not in none of the what's called chats.
My
because
phone
they got
switched to that
every
phone.
angle of this car. You can see the car leaving right there, and you can see a further shot of the car leaving right there. And it
How did
seems
my
like even
phone
though it's
switch
cold
from this
blooded,
phone
like,
to
you know
that
what I'm
phone?
saying? No pun
I'm gonna
intended.
name this media. I'm gonna
Police
name
What
this
number did
that
I
name
call
a
you
lot
from?
of these Memphis
the
stories.
6130.
It's wild that somebody in the same exact
But you
car
knew you was calling me on this one because you said it.
is actually tied to
No, what I
another
say?
shooting that occurred
You said don't give nobody this number.
Oh, we not on the phone no more. We in the goddamn we in the goddamn meeting, nigga.
Yeah.
I thought I was
It's
on the
possible
actual
that the
phone.
person who had this
Yeah,
vehicle
that's what I was saying. I thought cause I seen the profile you had, and I was like, oh, you already had this profile in here already. So when you say you didn't, I was kind of confused because I thought
that's what it
I,
seems like
I'm
when
almost
you
100% sure you added that profile.
look at the vehicle and the pictures.
Man, I
But
try
man,
to
let's
go and
continue
add
with
all
the
the people
story,
that
man, before
requested
we
me to be my
really delve
friend.
deep into
I
these
can't even
pictures,
add
right?
them.
Now
Oh,
the
you got to
victim
give it some time.
several
You
times
gotta you
transported
gotta
to
let it cool.
regional
There's a
medical
cool down
centers in
period.
critical condition.
Mm.
And you see those same pictures of that car, and it's basically leaving, man. Now the story finishes
I
by
think it's
saying that
like 10 or 20
officers
minutes, something like
located
that.
several shell casings from a
Oh, you gotta
rifle
get ready and go back
and
to
a
work in like
handgun
6 minutes,
in
huh?
the
Yep.
Tesla, and said video from nearby
Yeah, go
vehicles
on do your
showed the
shit,
victim was
man.
being followed
See.
by a white
Get your
Ford
motherfucking
Explorer
pay.
before the
King
shooting.
Guap.
Now,
I'm
what
gonna name this
vehicle
King Guap
in the
Media.
making position?
Then
A
this
white
other
Ford
number.
Explorer with no tags, blacked out in a black
Hey,
sunroof.
that's
I
crazy
mean,
how
it
that
seems
shit
like this
say
is the
I
same
got
exact car. Let's keep
2,500,
it real, man.
but I just
Like
added
this is
9 people and I only
literally
had
the car.
23.
That's a weird coincidence, to be real with you.
I don't think the number. I think they got a certain time when the numbers update or something.
Connected, you know what I mean? And they said that there were two different shell cases. One was from a rifle, the other was from
How
a
many
handgun.
people do it say I got? How many friends do it say I got?
Let me see.
Remember,
It
everybody first
say
rifle, and then there was a guy with a
Guap.
handgun.
You got
Right? Here's the thing.
1.2k followers.
I will bet any
No,
day
you have
that this shell case
865
is
followers and
connected to the victim.
1.2k following.
It'll be something similar to
What's
that.
that on?
It'll be a handgun.
I'm on Club Deck.
These guys are
And you
legitimately
got
going
King
out there
Guap
and
in
doing
there,
so
not
many
King Guap
multiple
number
targets.
two,
So they
Yeah,
didn't want
I
to
just clicked on. Hold on.
that there was no
cause
way
you
they
clicked
could
on
stop
number
it.
two.
But it looked
Let
like
me
an
see.
innocent
Oh,
person said,
let me see.
I'm in my living room,
Excuse me.
somebody's over there in pain, they got shot, man.
Oh,
Uh,
Let's
856. I got 841 on there.
yeah, I was like, hold on. I was like, that seemed kind of low. What's this
place,
one?
maybe I should say shout out to them,
That's
but
Alamo. Hold on.
like risk their own life and safety to go and say,
Oh,
forget it,
you got four. You got 4.3 followers and
die
3.2k following.
in pain. It's tough to
What you
get
mean
involved in
4
those
points?
situations because
4.3k.
and how much you
So I
really want to
almost
get
got
involved. But it
4,300
don't tell
people
me what y'all
following
think
me.
about
No,
this.
you have 4,300 people. You have 4,300 followers, and out of those 4,300 followers, you got 3.2k. You following?
Reported that the person that was shot in that first shooting.
But it's not followers no more.
Club Deck does it differently than it, cause on on Clubhouse you can't see your followers. You can only see who you are following and who follows you back. That's your number.
Because on Clubhouse it shows that I got 2.5K friends.
Yeah, so that's the mix. So between your followers and your following, only that 2K of those that you are following and they following you back.
If they put following back on here, I'm gonna unfollow a lot of people.
No, I'm saying that's that number. So your number only goes up by the people who add you back.
Right. But when I go into my you know how you hit the bell, the news feed bell?
Say it again.
You know how you hit the news feed bell?
Yeah.
It say 3.2 requests to be my friend. 3.2K. And then when I click on it, it's a whole lot of people and I add a couple at a time.
Yeah, they don't let you add them all at the same time no more.
So is those all the people that requested to be my friend already?
That's the difference. You got like
It say 3.4K.
yeah, let me see, let me refresh.
It's 3.4K people trying to follow me right now that I have to accept.
Let me go back
They
to
requested to be my friend.
let me hit this. Let's see.
And then every day I go in here, I go in there and I click that request shit and I get to adding people and they go right to my friends list.
Right.
Cause I just clicked like 10 of them and it took my shit up to 2,500.
Yeah, so Clubhouse did this to incentivize people following each other back. That's why they did it. So you got 4.3K followers and you're following 3.2K of those followers.
I'm following a lot of fucking people.
Yeah, but you got more followers than you're following. And what does it say your number is on Clubhouse?
What number?
How many followers does it say that you have on Clubhouse
2,
right now?
2.5K.
2.5K. Okay. So out of the 4.3 and the 3.2, the mix, 2.5K of that mix, you are following them and they are following you.
Yeah, let's go in this nigga room and talk, bro. Cause ain't nobody else talking. Or you want to just let him die out?
On let me see. Oh, back in the South?
Yeah, or let him die.
No, we go back in there.
Yeah. All right.
All right. I'll close this shit up.
Well, we ain't even gotta close it. Once we leave, it's gonna close on its own.
All right.
Leave once, and then I'm gonna leave, and the room gonna disappear.
All right.
Well, let's kill the replays, though.
Damn, this sound like they was trying to get the mama.
How you kill the replay, Larry?
Shit. When we close the room, we just kill it from there.
Oh, there's another.
Let me see. Ping. Yeah, when we close the room, we just come back and just kill. We can just come back and kill it.
That the one you just sent?
Yeah, we shouldn't have had no
Oh, he
replay.
didn't send it to me.
That's fine. Let me see. Can I change it from here? Nope. Change room time.
You
Yeah.
got what the fucking replay?
That's why I fuck with setting there.
Just text me when you close the room, and I can go back in here and try to kill it.
You got all the fucking replays on there.
Yeah.
Beast, everybody went in and listened to that comedy show. That one with Whack, I'm keeping it.
Oh, when the with whack and Tufo.
Yep, because I don't want them to say I said something different than Rosetta.
Oh no, yeah, we gotta keep that one in there. We gotta keep because that might come up again.
It's definitely gonna come up again. So you saying that's not a fact? His mom. So let me go listen to it. Fact.
But all right, let's close this. Okay, close this out.